I think it's the obvious. Obviously you start with Kevin Durant and Kawhi Leonard, but I don't think neither one of those guys are going to L.A. I think they got individual missions of their own that they're going to take care of. But I think the best fit, that's Klay Thompson to me. I think Klay Thompson will be the best fit. He's a knockdown shooter. LeBron needs a shooter. I don't see LeBron coming off the ball any point. I mean, you look at some of the point guards. You look at Kemba Walker. You look at Kyrie Irving, and you're like, well, maybe one of those guys fit better with him because he has sets with Kyrie. But I don't think LeBron James is coming off the ball. So I think if he can add Klay Thompson, and Klay Thompson's a two-way player. He can go, he's a good defensive player. I like him with LeBron. Then after that, it gets kind of tricky because I don't think Kyrie goes back with him. And then it's probably Kemba Walker after that.
Well, I mean, you're out of people. This is the point that I was making when the Anthony Davis thing came up. And the question was, well, would you trade everything? Of course you'd trade everything. These all-NBA caliber players, we know all of them by first name. Kemba Walker, if we're being honest, is a tick beneath that.
Yes.
Jimmy Butler, who's a pending free agent, at this point in his career right now, unless something changes, a tick beneath that. So it's James Harden's on a long-term deal. It's Paul George is on a long-term deal. It's Steph Curry's on a long-term deal. And these four guys and Anthony Davis.
Right.
Okay, so the answer is who fits best? Whichever one wants to go. Like there is no, well, listen, Kawhi, we'd love to have you, but we're holding out hope. No, you sign it that moment. And because of the style of player LeBron is, everybody fits with him. Like it's not like any of these guys we'd be like, oh, that's a bad basketball player.
I don't know about that.
Who would?
I don't know. He played with KD. I don't know if he's ready to let KD go like that. LeBron dominates the ball.
Yes.
So
Kyrie,
I don't know.
Those are two right there on the list.
Yeah, I don't know.
But we know he fits with Kyrie.
Well, obviously it didn't fit. Kyrie left.
Oh, agreed.
Where LeBron is playing right now, Kyrie is not changing his style. That's the reason why Brad Stevens and him are not working. What's LeBron going to do? Like, we thought LeBron was going to play in the post. Like, we thought he was going to come off more pick and rolls. But obviously, at this stage, in this window, he's deciding that he's going to be on the ball. How do him and Kyrie? Because Kyrie is not good off the ball.
Yeah, no, I'm figuring, too, Kyle Kuzma's going to be there. If this Anthony Davis stuff doesn't happen, I'm figuring Kyle Kuzma's going to be there. You got him at the 3. Play a little 4. You add a Klay Thompson to that now with LeBron James playing point forward. Now you got a pretty nice. Your top 3 looks real good.
I agree with that. And when we talked about this months ago, Klay is, in my opinion, he's clearly a tick below Kevin Durant and Kawhi. And you can make the argument Klay versus Kyrie. He might be the 4th, just in a vacuum, 4th of those 4 players. But stylistically, you can say he's the best fit. But there's if you were saying who fits with Joel Embiid, right? We could say, hey, no matter how great, like Anthony Davis could be tough with those two guys both playing. Like with LeBron, any of these guys, you would make it work. Any of these guys, they could complement each other. I do think there are better complements than others.
And you can't forget the other side of the court. This is the NBA. You got to play some defense. That's why you mentioned not only the shooting with Klay, not only the younger players that are, especially with Kuzma. That's a nice big 3 right there with Klay. And you're going to get that night in, night out defense that Klay. That's why I don't believe him and Kyrie. Also from an injury standpoint. Man, Kyrie is no workhorse of a basketball player. You can't expect him to play 75 games every season. And from what I'm seeing from LeBron ain't putting no effort into that defensive end. That's not going to get any better until you get into crucial games and into the playoffs. That's why I believe that the other players at this stage, we have to be realistic. Who LeBron is and where you think he's going to be in 12 months or in 24 months. He's not going to be a better defender.
Well, Magic has to get a plan B. I mean, obviously, you start with the top. You try to get AD. That doesn't work. Then, obviously, Kevin Durant, you don't think he's probably not coming in. Kawhi Leonard. You got to start looking at some of those other guys on who you can actually add to this team and make a big difference. You can't get it wrong.
Well, so
that wasn't the plan.
No,
the plan was 2 superstars.
The plan was 2 superstars, and if that doesn't happen this summer, then the plan has gone awry. Because I don't think they will do what you're talking about. If they strike out on all these guys, and Anthony Davis gets traded elsewhere, I think what they're going to try to tell you is
what?
Anthony Davis is a free agent in the year. Just hold on and wait. Just we're going to develop these young players, and you're talking about LeBron in year 18.
Yeah.
That will mean this was I don't want to say a fail. It was the plan didn't go according to plan. right? Like, you can't call it a failure until you see how it plays out. But I don't think they would sign, for example, Tobias Harris to remove their ability to get Anthony Davis a year later. But you would be punting on a championship chance in what would have to be one of the last years LeBron has as the best player in the league.
Yeah, that would not be the plan, Jenna.
Yeah.
Like, that would have been a major, major failure. You cannot go through the first 2 years of LeBron James and not be a playoff threat.
Here's my question. The way the Warriors went out and basically got Kevin Durant with the thing and the Hamptons and the whole big shebang, whatever, can't LeBron do that with one? LeBron's the greatest player, arguably, to ever play the game. He can't go out and sort of get one of these guys to want to come buy into the Lakers system and play with him?
So, again, I think it's important that we talk about the specific names because it's not nebulous. We know who they are. So, Kyrie Irving. Can he go recruit Kyrie? I think he'll try during the All-Star break, but if Kyrie leaves Boston, I think it is most likely to go play in New York, a place we know
he wants his own
he has
team.
had designs on.
Fine.
If Kevin Durant leaves the Warriors, it is because, first and foremost, he wants to become the greatest player by winning a championship on a team that he built it. That's one of the reasons.
And that won't happen.
And I would say his desire to do things from a business perspective have a pull in New York City on him. So basketball
so
and business.
Just like when LeBron picked the Lakers, business had something to do with it. It's a real good story yesterday. Rich Kleiman, his business partner, they set up shop in New York City officially. They moved their operations out here. So Kevin Durant, New York City has an allure. Klay Thompson, to me, I don't know why Klay would leave the Warriors to be the only reason to leave the Warriors in my eyes would be, see, you know what? Could I be the best player? What is it like if I'm the best player? If he wants to be the second best player, he's in the perfect spot, and he seems as happy as can be.
What does he have to prove standing in Golden State? If they win another championship, he can chase and have some fun. Now go see if he can play somewhere else. Go to L.A.
Where
His dad play in L.A. Why wouldn't he go do that? I can understand his move more so than Kevin going somewhere. But I like Klay. If he makes a move, he goes into the free agent market, why not go try to play somewhere where you're going to be – actually, you're going to be the second best player on the team if you go play with LeBron. So you actually move up from where you was at. You move up as far as
he was second. Now he's third best on the Warriors. I get it. Listen, Kawhi's the catch. Kawhi's the one who we believe wants to leave and wants to go to Los Angeles.
Yes.
There's only 2 teams there.
Right.
He's competing with Jerry West in cap space. LeBron's big recruiting this summer should be Kawhi Leonard.
All right. Antoine, thanks so much. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from First Things First, or go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.